Well, hello there, Haiti, howdy ho there, everybody. What's cooking, Doc? I would put my phone next to my fan thingy here, but you'd be hearing, oh, who needs that, right? Anyway, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you happen to be on this big, beautiful planet we call Earth, Terra, Third Rock, and I commonly refer to as prisoner of Alcatraz. You notice I didn't say Azkaban. I don't want to do that to her. She's going through enough shit. Black Snape for the HBO reboot, really? Oh, yeah. One Harry Potter fan here, right here? No, no, that's got to go. No, no. Black Snape, really? You're gonna go with a Black Snape knowing? Girl, I don't give a rip. Oh, I don't have any say in the cast. You can make a stink. You wrote the books. HBO wouldn't have a reboot if you didn't write the book, right? You know. All right, anyway. This talk is not about that. Okay? Let me just say, I went to the ballet. It was very nice. Very like I expected it would be. It opened with a diver, divertissement. I'm probably going to butcher this word, so forgive me for saying it. I don't do French. I only do Italiano and Ruski. I don't do French. So please forgive. How divertissement, divertis, divertissement, a divertisement. It sounds like or advertisement, advertisement, divertissement. That's what they were saying. Devis, divertissement. Okay, the for Act One was different types of dance. It was like contemporary body movement, telling a story with a scene, just light and her and music and ballet, and the little kids were so cute. Oh, they were so cute. Anyway, I was seeing my daughter up there, my son up there. It's like, oh, you guys look so adorable. I can see why moms and dads get on. Oh, look at him! Look! Yeah, I was doing that too. And I didn't have a kid up there. You know what I mean? It was so cute though. Oh, that was so adorable. Oh my god. I was like, oh my god, I could see myself being a little 3-year old being up there. It was so cute. Anyway, what was the other one? The gentlemen, the men, and the dancers doing Peter and Wolf, excellent. And two monitors on either side showing a single wolf eye, and the director of the Pennsylvania Ballet Academy played the wolf, and they borrowed a dancer from the Atlanta Ballet Company playing Peter. And my husband's name is Peter, and he's sitting there just watching and everything and enjoying it. And it was the typical strings. Dun, 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 dun. That was Peter's part. The wolf's part, though, I did not know was da 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 that um the French horn part. In if you're familiar with Christmas Story and when Scott Farkas was skulking the fence before the three boys saw him, I did not know that was from Peter and Wolf. I thought that was from Christmas Story. Turns out, okay, Christmas Story borrowed from Peter and Wolf, but that was the same time both stories had taken both the original author of the play, of the original short story, and the creator of A Christmas Story 50 years hence. So, anyway, put another way, Christmas Story borrowed from Peter and Wolf score, not the other way around. And I was like, oh, okay. The venue itself, very nice. Ticketmaster could have kept their noses out of it, but of course, corporate as greedy as they are. We don't need to talk about corporate here. Don't want to spoil that with this. Rather this with that. The seats. See, I notice stuff like this when I'm in plays and things. I mean, it's just you notice shit like that. You know what I mean? It's just what you do. The seats are very comfortable. Cushiony, enough spring, not enough, not squeaky or anything. No food on the floor, no sticky on the floor or anything. It wasn't a movie theater kind of thing. It was a theater. Um, you see plays, bands, concerts, dance offs, ballets, things like that. No screen. And if there was a screen, it was a screen for a scrim to indicate like fog or a dream scene if you're familiar with the theater. And I'm talking about theater, TRE, not TER. The theater, that kind of thing. No floodlights though. They're above and they're all LED. Seats very cushiony. Um, Yellow, blue, red and green, and sometimes red, yellow, blue, green, or whatever. All Hogwarts house colors. If circling back to Harry Potter there. Uh, anyway, they're very comfortable, and I really enjoyed myself. I really, really did. There was selling stuff out in the lobby. Of course, they were typical for line for the bathroom, intermission, typical 20 minutes. For bathroom break, smoke break, water break, text break, food break, that kind of thing. And on the whole, very, 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 very nice. Very nice. I mean, I didn't know what to expect, and I went in there completely. I just went in there with the mindset I was going to have fun, no matter how it turned out. And I didn't know the rest of the Peter and Wolf story. And I was wondering where the little duck went until the little duck got brought up by the wolf, and then the wolf hoisted the duck up on her shoulders, and she's like, ta-da! Something like I would do. You know what I mean? Because I have that kind of voice. You can probably hear it already, and I've already done it, so duh. But anyhow, it was fun. It was fun. I had a nice time, nice evening, and didn't go out to eat, didn't have the funds or the budget for it, and didn't matter. I could have, made something here, I mean, and there's always Japanese food later down the line or whatever, and what else? What else? What else? What else? I'm just trying to. I'm thinking for a moment. Um. Oh yeah. Mixed dress. Thankfully, I didn't get all gussied up. You know what I mean? One, you got to be in the mood to be really dressed up, and I mean, putting the night. I mean, going night out of town. I mean, really putting on the dog. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, like pretty crystals, nice high heels, a nice dress, nice, nice looking dude for the dude. Just, but I was not in that state. You know what I mean? But there weren't people there that were dressed like that. But there weren't people there that were dressed like they rolled out of bed or just had taken a nap either. You know what I mean? It was pretty cash. Laid back, more, oh, how would I, maybe like you were invited over to somebody's house, sorta, and you knew them well enough where you didn't have to get gussied up. You could if you wanted to. I mean, dressing up, definitely optional, but they weren't gonna say, have you feeling some kind of way if you didn't do it either. I mean, couple dudes showed up in there in Crocs. You know what I mean? Crocs, sliders. What's the other shoes that people are wearing super cash these days? Crocs, sliders, and other ones like flip flops. And there was one lady in like nice high heels, nice dress. Kind of like really, it had, again, very nice, but but it had the feel, I don't want to say, but it's true, but it did have that feel of like, and now we proudly present to you the PTA here at the Pennsylvania Ballet Academy, the PTA meeting. No, the way the lady was up front, she was nervous and a hostess, and boy, was she in a pair of doomy heels. Like, oh my goodness. But, very nice, like I said, mixed dress. Very cash to very formal, and neither the two sides were judging the other. You didn't see, like, okay, you didn't see, wedding party formal, and you didn't see just rolling out of the shower or rolling out of bed casual. But a little notch up above that, like you threw on a pair of your nicest jeans, but you didn't see anybody in dirty jeans. That's what I mean. And the ushers were in black and white, but they had on black and white vests with the shirts untucked. You know what I mean? Some had them tucked, some had them untucked. And that's the kind of work atmosphere or general atmosphere you want to bring. You want to bring in mixed company. You know what I mean? Some that are going to be talking a little rough, some that don't talk rough at all. As long as you held a little bit of decorum and, let the other one be, none of us would be in this shit in the first place. You see what I'm saying? And let me hear and say right now that AI would not be messing with this neither. This is my voice. I'm a human being. Full and through. Natural born woman. Gonna stay that way. I'm sure AI could do something with my voice, but I won't lend it to that. I won't lend what God gave me to, I'm going to say it, demonic. And it was lovely to get out and away from a phone and seeing other people connect for a change. Be right back. Yep, and we're back. Let's go ahead and take care of some housekeeping things, shall we? We shall. ghosttalk@gmail.com. GHOSTHAWKE@gmail. PayPal, donations are always welcome. As minimum as $1. Try that again. No donation too great or too small. And I do, however, can refuse and refund service on things inappropriate, or if I'm not feeling you, you're going to go down the garbage chute. Email address, again, is ghosttalk@gmail.com. PayPal, same email address, ghosttalk@gmail. Snail mail, 950 Eisenhower Boulevard, Harrisburg, PA, 17111 US. And don't forget my name and make sure you spell it right. Missy K. Clark -McGinnis. Have a great one, and I will be right back. And I got to resume recording. Hey. Okay. So when I said the audience was mixed cash, I mean some showed up in cowboy boots, some showed up in sneakers, some showed up fully dressed up. One woman was wearing a fur cape, but not like across the shoulders, like kind of like a stole kind of thing, looking really pretty. Hats, shoes, dresses. I didn't see gloves, but on the whole, a very nice production. Did Ticketmaster need to be in on it? No, they didn't. But like I said at the top of that, corporate's gonna be corporate. What else? Lovely play. If you ever get a chance to see it, please do. And share your experience too in the comments and in the show notes. Okay? Like, share, subscribe, comment. And thank you again for listening. And I will see you guys again on the next one. Bye-bye. More Spanish music. Can't escape it. Be good, you guys. Take care, and we'll talk again in the next one.